every time that you hear a bleep, because Will or I, sometimes Pete apparently, says a curse word and it gets bleeped out, take a drink. Hit the music. Oh, that's nice. There's a kind of a long intro, so just sway. If you're watching at home, sway to the music. Beers on heads 5, this is our crew, let me sing it to you. Producer Justin, he is first, the only one who hasn't cursed. Then we have Pete, he is the host, I like his trimmed up beard. He isn't keen that Maryland left the ACC in 2014. Big Willie's next, he is the best. He wrote all the segments today. I wanna pour these beers on my noggin. I wanna pee touch Pete in the sea. I wanna sing like this forever until Will beats the shit out of me. I forgot about myself, I am JJ, the podcast heartbeat. I like to sing, I like to dance, I like to make Justin go bleep. The charming the handsome buck, the 6'3" beastly hunk. Will rolled his eyes, I see no lies, Pete hates my rise. Oh, producer Justin, please don't say nothing. I promise I'll behave myself this week. Sing it if you know it! Wanna pour these beers on my noggin. I wanna pee touch Pete in the sea. I wanna sing like this forever until we'll beat the shit out of me.
Baby! I wanna pour
these beers on my noggin.
I
wanna pee touch Pete in the sea. I wanna sing like this forever until we'll beat the shit out of me. How was that?
out of me.
Out of me.
It was very creative. I'll give you that. I don't know how the audience is gonna.
Yeah, I was sitting in a Wendy's parking lot at lunchtime today, crying like I do every Wednesday, and inspiration struck me.
Dude, so you know why I'm wearing this getup right now? I got like my St. Louis Battlehawks hat on, and by the way, the reason that I have this hat is because like you see like the robe thing. When I saw it online, I thought it was gonna be like a normal, snapback hat, but it turns out it was like gangster like as hell. So I'm like, that's the hat I have, and then I got the glasses on.
You look like
probably like who?
Easy E.
Yeah, the hat's whack, bro. It's on something else, but
I don't think it's whack at all.
I love a good rope hat.
Yeah, that's not even gangster. That's just like yacht club type shit.
It's not a rope hat though. Like if you could see it in person, you'd understand what I'm talking about. Like it's big time. Like if I had a bigger head and I wasn't so fit and like in shape, then it's better. But anyway, thanks for that, Jacob. I'm sure everyone's gonna really appreciate that. We're gonna move on to some topics here, and we're talking Korean baseball. And I think you guys probably know more about this than I do. You guys are degenerates, probably been gambling on it the whole time. But so I want you guys to go ahead and dive into it. Have you been watching Korean baseball, JJ?
I actually haven't been able to wake up at 4:30 for it yet, but we're gonna try again tomorrow morning. Honestly, it's actually very interesting to read about it because there's a lot of like former MLB players that play in this league, and they all suck. That's why they're over there. But like every game's like 12-10, like, and like every home run is like a bat flip that has like a fucking 1080 spin on it. It's insane. It's the most fun I've ever had watching baseball. That's not true, but it's something at this point.
You said you'd never watched it, but it's also the most fun you've ever had watching it. So that's very interesting to know. Sneed, have you watched Korean baseball? I know you have.
Which is why we know that JJ is a liar.
I watched highlights on YouTube all day yesterday.
I actually did watch one. I watched 4 1/3 innings of the first game that was at 1 a.m. 2 nights ago. That sounds right. And then I decided I was going to fall asleep after I saw the first home run, which happened to be the first run. And so I went to sleep a happy man.
So I had Justin pull up the names of these teams because I think it's only the St. Louis Battlehawks. I had to pick an XFL team just so it would be more fun to root for. So right now we're all going to pick a Korean baseball team just so we have a team to root for to make it exciting. I guarantee the XFL would not be nearly as exciting as it was for me if it wasn't for me just being all in on the Battlehawks and Jordan Teamu. So I'm going to go ahead and throw it to Justin. He's going to name a team. If you want the team, you got to go ahead and claim it. Swipe right or something. So go ahead, Justin.
All right. NC Dinos.
No.
No, I'm just saying you pick. I'm not saying mine, am I?
Okay.
No.
Just
Swipe
you
right.
go ahead. And
Swipe right.
If you
Swipe
want
right.
it, you can have it.
Swipe right.
Sounds like. I'm gonna keep
Their-
going.
God.
Their mascot's name is Dandy the Tyrannosaurus. It's playful and delightful in its own
Is
right.
is that the swole one?
That's Swole Daddy.
I want them. All right, yeah, I'm all in.
No.
Well,
Yes!
JJ already
that's
got
too
one.
late.
Oh, you swiped. Yeah. All right.
I screamed at Justin because I thought he took it.
Oh,
Oh my God.
darn, dude, that's awesome. Good for you. I
Yeah.
might have to
I
bandwagon
did-
with you.
I did some research.
I'll pick a different team. It's fine.
The Doosan Bears.
More like Dushan. That should be you, Pete.
Swipe left.
I like the Grizzlies.
The Samsung Lions.
Swipe left for me.
Oh, dude.
The LG Twins.
All right, we're running out of space, boys. It's only like 6 teams.
The Lottie Giants.
Latte.
Latte Giants.
You're not taking any of these either? All right, keep on going.
No,
Come
I've
back.
got my team in mind.
Kiwoom Heroes.
Oh.
That seems like a
Team
Pete team.
Heroes? If nothing else, I know what I'm going. I have one that's a backup.
We got to cycle
Kia,
that.
the Kia
All
Tiger.
right.
Yeah.
Alright.
Kia Tigers, baby.
Why do you like the Kia
We still got
Tigers?
Best team, best franchise in KBO history. Everybody says I'm always a bandwagoner, so I
You
might
are a
keep it up.
bandwagoner.
Yeah, you
Oh,
are.
might as well keep it up.
So
I can respect
Yankees
that.
of KBO.
Don't know how to say this one, but the SK Wyverns.
Yes, me, baby! I
You
want
want
the
those?
Wyverns.
Okay.
I know I
The
don't say
Wyverns?
the name. If you can't say the name, listen.
Wyverns.
Wineburns?
SK WYVERNS.
Wyverns.
Yeah.
I think you
That's-
said wine burns, and it sounds like when like I have the wine shits.
I'm
then
just
more
not-
after.
Okay, so it's just me left. Well, we got the Hanwha Eagles, the KT Wiz, and the Hyundai Unicorns.
Hyundai, you idiot.
Dude.
Oh god. I'm gonna go with the KT Wiz. So
I like Wiz.
I like that.
That's
I
cool.
like that pick.
I feel like if I'm gonna do something exotic, I'm gonna go like a Korean baseball league, and I'm gonna have to like pay attention to it. And I want the Wyverns, something that no one else knows about.
Are we buying gear?
I bought the Battlehawks gear. I'll probably go ahead and buy like something else from the Korean baseball league. We'll have nothing else going on, and when there's nothing else going on, and that's all I'm watching. Every one of us grew up sports fans. Then we go all in. I guarantee we're all gonna go all in. So I probably will buy like a hat or something.
Can you imagine the spike in demand for the KBL like merchandising team now?
They have to be freaking out.
They're like, what is going on? They're like, oh, they've been airing like our games on like American-wide television for the past 2 weeks.
I think that's great for the KBO, and it's great for us that we're seeing something.
Yeah.
Once everything comes back, no one will remember the KBO. But
I don't
now,
know.
in the moment,
They
I'm
play their
all-
cards right. They play their cards right. They could sucker me into this.
Maybe you. There's the degenerates that might be into it, but
Oh, absolutely.
most people are just waiting for anything of normalcy to be back.
I was all in on the AAFL.
AFL, right?
AAFL, American
AAF,
Association of
yeah.
Football League.
AAF. Right.
Oh,
no,
AAF. You're right.
The AFL was in the 80s. You were not born.
Yeah.
None of us were.
AAF.
Speaking of numbers and letters and stuff that makes no sense, Elon Musk had a baby with this artist that I've honestly never heard of named
Mhm.
Grimes,
Ah.
and they decided to name their baby. And you know, celebrities always go all out on names. And if you know who Elon Musk is, if you're familiar with him, he's a really weird guy. But they decided to give the most ridiculous name ever to their kid. I'm gonna try to say it right now. It's X, and then that sign with the A and the E.
I don't know what that means.
American Eagle, and then
Yeah.
A12. So XAE12 is what they named their kid. And the funny part about this is Grimes came out the next day, and they were like, "What's the gender of the baby?" And she was sitting there going, "I don't want to give a gender to the baby. I want it to decide for itself." But the day before, somebody on Twitter asked Elon Musk what it was, and he said a boy. So cat's out of the bag. It's a boy. He can't decide for himself, which is very unfortunate. I know that's going to be very disappointing to Grimes, but what is up with this, guys? I mean, I have no idea. What do you think, Sneed?
So I was actually reading something online. Apparently, like there's people out there that think that they named their boy Sasha because the letter X. Well, the letter X. So like the letter X has the the kind of Z sound like in xylophone, and then AE, that AE sign is actually pronounced ash, and then you've got the A at the end. So if you put it together, Zasha. Zasha. See what I'm saying? And nobody knows what the 12 is, but so apparently they're naming their kid Sasha.
I'd say that's like a POS move to name your kid that because they're gonna get bullied probably throughout their whole life. But then again, it's Elon Musk's kid, so they're probably not going to go to school. I mean, he's an absolute billionaire. His life's going to be different no matter what. And maybe he knows that, and he's just like, it doesn't matter what I name him. He's going to be set forever, so who cares?
That kid's going to get bullied, and then, like, if he gets bullied, he just goes home and, like, grabs one of the flamethrowers that his dad makes.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with
Like, you don't want to mess with X12, American Eagle.
X12 for short. Hey, what's your nickname? Ah, dude, X12.
X.
It's short.
X.
It's short for XAE12.
His walk-up song in baseball is gonna be "X Gonna Give It to You" by DMX.
Hey, I like Casey Opitz was OPP.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get Casey on the show soon. He's an alumnus now, so we're okay to get alumnus.
I got told that they're actually a lot more looser, so we can get all the baseball players on the team right now. I just have to run it by them first.
Looser is
well, I don't know how likely it is that we get baseball players if our name of our podcast is Beers on Head, and considering that I also work for 24/7 Sports, but we could always dream and but we'll definitely get some good alumni, and the baseball players are always fun. If you know any baseball players, they're always entertaining.
Yeah.
And so that's coming up soon. So we're done with Elon Musk. I think that's ridiculous. We're gonna move on to Nick Cage as Joe Exotic. I know everyone thinks Tiger King is just so far in the past, but it's only been probably less than a month since Tiger King was huge, and I'm sure everyone here watched it. So Joe Exotic is this flamboyant character that runs the zoo in Oklahoma, and I don't know where you were going with this, but the only thing that Sneed texted me for a segment today was Nick Cage as Joe Exotic, and I was like, I'm all in. I don't know if there's something in the works or what's going on, but yes, absolutely Nick Cage is Joe Exotic because his best work is Raising Arizona, and basically Joe Exotic is the character that he plays in Raising Arizona. So what do you think, Steve? What's going on?
Well, unless I'm wrong, unless I just completely skipped over the article and just looked at the headline, which I did, but I've seen it multiple times. I think they are having it's either a TV series or I don't think it's a movie. I think it's a TV series, and Nicolas Cage is going to star as Joe Exotic. I don't know who, since we haven't cussed yet. I don't know who they're going to get to play that Carol Baskin.
Yeah, I have thrown a few out there, man.
We've cussed.
I don't know who they're going to get. I haven't cussed yet. I don't know who they're going to get to play the Carol Baskin, but that'll be interesting.
Justin's sitting here like this. And by the way, welcome back, Justin. I'm glad you're not sick.
Yeah, he's feeling better this week.
A little bit better.
That's awesome. What do you think, JJ?
First of all, you said
wait. Let's think about it though. If Nick Cage is playing Joe Exotic, who's playing Carol Baskins?
Reese Witherspoon.
No, I
She's
love
sweet.
She's too sweet. Yeah, she's way too sweet. I'm saying like maybe like what's that girl's name from The Heat?
Sandra
She
Bullock.
was no, the other one. She was in Bridesmaids. She was in a bunch of stuff.
I know you're talking about.
Melissa McCarthy.
Kind of make it into a comedy kind of thing. Slightly.
I mean, there's no other way to make
Right,
this.
no,
It's kind of a comedy.
If you're doing it dead serious, then you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Well,
Melissa,
Nicolas Cage-
she does look a lot like, not to get political. She does remind me a lot of Hillary Clinton. That has nothing to do with acting, so we're not going to go into it. But I think Melissa McCarthy would be perfect to play Carol Baskins.
Or Wolf of
Renee Zellweger, because she's like British, and Carol Baskins is like dating Prince Charles, basically. So they're all connected. Renee Zellweger might be a good one. All right, JJ, what are your thoughts on Cage playing Joe Exotic?
Well, first of all, you sold Joe Exotic short. He's not just the Tiger King. He is a very, very accomplished musician. So I really want to stand up for him. I actually enjoy his music, and that's not me being like ironic. It's really not that bad at all.
Who knows if it's him or not? But I would listen to it on the boat.
It's not him. It's a band he
You,
hired.
Justin, believe.
It's a band he hired. I know. I looked it up.
I don't believe it.
Oh, he looked it up on the internet, dude.
I did.
It's probably the same website that Sneed found that said Nick Cage is going to play Joe Exotic. It's probably all just BS, but we can talk about it anyway.
Well, I don't like Nick Cage as Joe Exotic. There's better options. I guess David Spade's not doing anything. He could easily be Joe Exotic.
David who?
Spade.
Yeah, that's
Joe Dirt. I mean, come on. And then what about like John C. Reilly? He could be fantastic. Nick Cage doesn't do it for me. He doesn't move the needle. He's a bum.
If it was to be Nick Cage, that would revive his career. That's what Nick Cage needs. It's something that's going to be popular.
Nick Cage doesn't need reviving. Nick Cage needs to go away.
I don't
Got-
hate the Nicolas Cage thing, but if you wanted to get somebody completely together who's like, while we're in quarantine, if like you couldn't do it while we were outside of quarantine because he's too busy, but somebody who's got the country thing and he can sing all on top of it, whatever. Tim McGraw.
John Daly.
Why didn't they try to go after Tim McGraw?
Tim McGraw.
That's
Tim
probably
McGraw
what
did
they
it. I'd be a
honestly.
huge fan. And whoever does it, I guarantee it's a good move for their career. You know who else would be good? Matthew McConaughey. He's done Dallas Buyers Club, that movie Beach Bum, which completely folded, but he can play anybody.
I thought about McConaughey.
Mud.
He's too hot. He's way too hot to play him, though.
Dude, he's played. Have you seen the movie Gold, where he's got like no hair on the top and just everything in the back? And
He's
Dallas
so
Buyers Club. That's not actually.
Have you seen Mud?
Yeah. No, he's not. He's not. He's not. That's the point. That's the point. He can be somebody that's not.
I'd still think about it.
Maybe, but maybe you think about Joe Exotic the same way. You kind of look like Travis, don't you?
That's too far. It's over the line.
With that hair. Let's think about that 6 months.
Okay. All right.
Hey, let's go
okay.
back. Let's go back in time 6 months when JJ had that long hair.
It was down to my shoulders. I thought it was a good idea at the time. I was like 40 pounds heavier. Things weren't looking great for me, okay?
Hey, you look great now. That's what I want to say before I say this, but I thought you looked like Rosie O'Donnell in that picture.
I look like McConaughey now.
No, but in that picture, you look like Rosie O'Donnell. But isn't it nice? I've lost weight too. To go back and look at these pictures when you were just a fat and be like, how did I get there, man? That's just ridiculous. You got to be something else.
All it took for me was just literally stop eating.
Yes.
Hey, easy, guys.
There's no secret. There's no secret. And we're young too. There's no like diet that you have to go on. Just
stop eating.
Watch what you eat, and then move around a little bit, dude. You know?
Yeah, I started eating salads.
Salads are good if you get the right recipe.
We should not be a fat shaming podcast.
I'll sit this one.
I'm fat shaming. I'm fat shaming right now. If you're fat, don't be fat. Seriously, just go.
As a fat person, I agree with that. As a fat person, I agree with that.
Dude, I just want you to be healthy. We're thinking about our immune systems right now, and like more than ever, and a lot of fat people or obese people are at risk more than ever. It just feels good to not be as big, and I'm not perfectly in shape. I'm no Jason Statham or whoever you talk about is the most in shape. I feel a lot better about myself now. I've lost weight, and the point of this was going back and looking at pictures from 6 months ago is crazy. And William, I will say this: I think you have lost some weight. You look better. Maybe you cut your hair. Maybe you cut your hair. You look good. You look better, man. I promise you. Justin,
like dicks.
You got some work to do. I was just playing. All right, so the next topic that we have, and this was one from JJ. It's are we tired of Twitch streams yet? Specifically Madden. Are we tired of watching people play video games, or is it just literally something to do? Because I've actually found myself, I've hated Twitch streams ever since they were a thing. I hate all the personalities, Ninja, COD, all this BS. I've never really been a fan of it, but I've actually found myself watching some Twitch streams as of late. And maybe it's just because everyone's doing it, and there's some entertaining ones out there. But I want to hear your take. JJ, since you were the one that put it on the itinerary, what do you think?
Well, like specifically, like I didn't have a Twitch before the Madden streams really like took a hold of my life and didn't let go. But like, I can't look away from it now. Like it's all I'm at work like watching Twitch streams of Madden games and like watching like the show games, and like I don't watch like the COD or the Minecraft or whatever the kids do on Twitch. I just watch the sports, and it feels there's just an element of like realness to it in the sense that they're playing a game of a game. So like it feels like only 2 degrees separated from sports, as opposed from like an infinite degrees separated from sports. It's gotten to the point now where like I've watched it so much that I see like patterns in the game. Like if it's like 3rd and 12, it's an automatic first down. If it's 3rd and 1, they get stuffed every time.
That's so true.
It doesn't matter. Yeah. The average punt is 70 yards. Don't know where that came from, but they just keep punting it 70 yards. The clock management, there is none. There's no clock management. They call a timeout at 1 minute and 1 second if they're down, and then they just don't call a timeout again. They just like act like they're up by 50. The weirdest thing ever. So yes and no. I'm fed up with the tendencies, but I mean it's all I have. So like I'm not just gonna like not watch it at this point. I'm addicted.
Well, the point of these video games is to be as realistic as possible, and this instead of actually playing the game, this is the ultimate test, right? Is watching it. So props to Madden. I mean, I know a lot of people say the Madden gameplay, you get into all that, but it looks really realistic. Compare this to 2003 or something. I mean, it's crazy. I love Madden, by the way, but the tendencies are very bothersome because you can predict what's going on, and if you're on defense, you still can't stop it, even if you know that they're going to run a slants if it's 3rd and 12, and it's going to be straight to the Z receiver, and you can't do anything about it, or the slot receiver, I guess, if you're not talking about Madden. But what do you think, Sneed?
So I don't know if it goes back to the fact that, like, back in early March when all the Corona stuff started, we tried to do, like, a whole simulation of the NCAA tournament off of an old NCAA basketball game or not. And, like, I've just been watching sports video games not every day, but quite often since then. Like, I can barely stand to watch myself play video games anymore. Like, I've had to take a couple of days off.
Will, what was the name of that tournament we created?
It was the Kenny Rogers Memorial COVID-19 2020 Classic Invitational.
For the kids. Presented by Red Stripe.
Unfortunately, found out later on in the tournament that was actually like $120 video game. It was NCAA 09 that you can sell on eBay for like a whole lot of money.
We burned it.
Yeah, my friend accidentally shifted my Xbox a little bit, and it's kind of sliced up now, so it doesn't work. So, for me, if you would like to send money to my GoFundMe to get me back to that, my Cash App is @SneedFeed, just like all of my social media.
Snapchat Will. He needs money for in the clubhouse.
Justin, bleep that again. Just the first part of it. Part.
All right, boys. All right, guys. Time for the game, and I know everyone's been looking forward to SEC Grinder, which we play every week. But we've got all these offensive positions. Swipe right. Okay, sorry. We got all these offensive positions already taken, and I'm sorry about the burp. Instead of SEC Grinder this week, we're going to play a game, and this all came from a Twitter question from our friend Sean, who just sends good questions in every week, and he was like, if you had to pick a 7-on-7 offense, who would you pick? And then I think we're going to go SEC player since 2000. And the reason we're doing that is so we don't have to debate if Steve Altwater would be better than Colby Hamilton, because you can't really do that. You know what I'm saying? Just based off numbers. So it's going to be SEC.
You say Altwater?
Yeah.
Atwater.
That's what I said.
Now you slipped in an L there somehow.
No, this is Steve Atwater.
Go on.
Yeah, well, you don't have to debate. I don't know if
Steve
Christian
Spurrier to Johnny Manziel.
Christian
We're going
McCaffrey
only
back to
SEC?
Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
doing only SEC. Yeah.
Oh. You know what, Will? I have no sympathy for you because none of us
Yeah,
three,
none of us have.
we have not been prepared whatsoever. I don't know who the I'm about to take.
Don't get mad at me because I prepared for the podcast and y'all
That's
did.
just what
We
happens.
did.
That's a life
We
lesson
have
for you, Will. That's
Dude,
a life
it's 5
lesson.
o'clock.
Don't
It's not
prepare.
5 o'clock.
Just shoot from the hip.
It's okay. Hey, welcome to the club, buddy. I'm glad you did that. So, what we're gonna do is do a kind of a draft here. It's not gonna be snake style. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, and starting with JJ, I'm gonna go second, and then Justin's gonna go third, and Steve's gonna go fourth. And to figure out why we did that order, you're gonna have to tune in for some bonus content on Instagram or Twitter or whatever we're gonna do. But that's the draft order. Very electric. So that's the draft order, 7-on-7, but we're actually going to do 6-on-6 because we're going to do 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 receivers. And the reason we're doing that, I said 4, but I meant 3. The reason we're doing that is because 4 receivers is going to be I just feel like it's too much. We're not actually going to try to decide who would win on a 7-on-7 game. It's just going to be more fun and who you're going to pick and what it's going to come down to. We're all going to be GMs here, so let's get started with you, JJ. Who are you going to pick with your first overall pick?
With the first overall pick in the SEC 6-on-6 challenge, JJ the Jet Johnson selects Johnny Moneyman Manziel, Texas A&M. I was going to say Steven Garcia, but I was worried if I was going to say that, you guys would make me stick to that.
Yeah, I probably would have. Steve Garcia would have been a hell of a pick.
Yeah.
I think that's a great pick. I'm not going to go quarterback first, though, obviously. I think I'm going to go with Julio Jones. You're writing these down, Justin, right?
Yeah, I got him.
All right, so you're up next.
All right, I'm gonna go running back, and I'm gonna go Darren McFadden.
Good pick. Good pick.
I mean, I think he's the best running back since 2000, so I think that's not bad. Snead?
I am going to go ahead and stick at quarterback.
He's
and
like
I'm gonna
Calvin Johnson, Georgia Tech, because that's what he has on his stupid draft board, because he didn't think it was going to be SEC players. It's an SEC podcast, man. What do you think?
You little punk.
I'm going to go Cam Newton.
Cam was my other one. I wanted to go quarterback first round, and Cam was my other one I was thinking about. I just like Manziel's demeanor more.
I'm going to have a long time to think about quarterback. There's only one. Yeah, I'm treating this like a fantasy draft. That's why I want receiver. But go ahead.
Okay. With the second pick, JJ the Jet Johnson selects Gig'em, Mike Evans, wide receiver.
Okay.
I had that connection. You guys don't think about those things. I have that chemistry already between my wide receiver 1 and my QB 1.
All right.
Hold on.
I'm going to go Derrick Henry. I already got my I got 1 receiver, 1 running back.
I think that's a little early.
Well, he's got D-Mac already. There's already 2 running backs off the board. Who else are you going to get?
There's a lot.
I know who I'd go with.
Yeah, I know who I'm going with.
All right, I'm gonna go Tim Tebow.
Ew.
Well, I can have my pick from any quarterback I want.
Ew.
That's awesome.
Justin, second
Wait,
round.
sorry,
Tim Tebow.
Who did you
Hey,
take?
college-wise, I mean, look at the numbers, man.
I know. Yeah, good, great.
Pete, who did you take?
I took Derrick Henry, and Justin's taking. He's like keeping track of this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and go. So, when we say played in the SEC, did they have to play in the SEC, or did they have to play for a current SEC team
What does that mean?
since 2000? Like, I've got a guy on my list who.
Well, I have 2
Wait,
A&M
Hey,
guys.
say his name, and we'll
If I
decide.
say Jeremy Maclin,
Sure.
Yes.
No.
please.
No.
Yes. No. Let him pick Jeremy Macklin.
No. We can't do that.
No, I was
We can't do
just
that.
asking. I was just asking for future reference. I wasn't. That's not my pick. I was
It's
asking
not
for
Jeremy
future
Macklin, then absolutely not. It has
They
to be
had
a
to.
player.
They had to play in the SEC. They can't be.
Okay.
They can't have in the Big 12.
Okay. In that case, I'll go ahead and go. I'll take Amari off the board.
Amari
Amari
Cooper.
Okay.
Yeah.
With the third pick in the 6-on-6 draft, this one might surprise you. Marshawn Lattimore.
Really weird. All right.
He was a beast. Don't give me that look. He was a
I'm not.
beast in college.
Okay.
Yeah, but
I
not off.
think there was running backs. There was Mark Ingram, Heisman winner. Oh, I'm telling them for you, so I'm going to shut up now. Okay,
I
I'm
already
second.
got my second running back.
Okay, well that's fair enough. I'm going to go with
Hold on.
Alshon Jeffrey.
Pause for a second. I can edit it to where we restart. Isn't Marshawn Lattimore a corner?
No.
Marcus Lattimore.
Marcus Lattimore.
Ah! Yes,
knew
we're keeping
it.
this in.
I knew
We're
it.
keeping this in. ACC, baby. Maryland plays for
I
who?
was like, no.
Idiot.
Okay, so now.
Come
No,
on.
Who did you mean? Who did
Come
you mean?
on.
I got
Marshawn
Alshon.
and Marcus. It's not as much. No, that's not as egregious as Maryland's ACC program.
Okay. All right, now Pete, who did you pick again?
I got
Alshon Jeffrey.
That means I need to go receiver.
And you can't be on the internet. No one else is on the internet, by the way, Justin.
He's typing
I'm
in notes.
accusing-
He's keeping
I'm
track
not
of it.
accusing
Pete,
you.
Pete, give
I
him
was
the
just
benefit of the doubt.
reminding him.
He saves our
reminding him.
asses every f***ing week, and you're gonna put him under the
You're
fucking
the
bus
one
like
that makes him do work. You're like this. You're the one that's always whipping him into shape.
I'm gonna go Percy Harvin.
Ooh, that's a good pick.
No, it's not. That's horrible.
That's all right. That's fine.
Come
I
on.
like that.
As a
pick.
wide receiver or running back, though.
Wide receiver.
Okay. See what you got. He's got a draft board, man. This isn't like you're not drafting.
I have less than a fourth of a draft board now.
Don't look at your draft board. Use your head. Use your brain.
I'm gonna go. Has somebody taken Cadillac?
No, absolutely not. No one's taking
Taking
Cadillac.
Cadillac.
Yes.
And for my fourth pick, I select AJ Green, wide receiver,
Damn.
Georgia.
That's fair. That's tough.
I don't know.
I'm gonna
I
go
got
with.
fourth.
I'm gonna go with Leonard Fournette.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I got my running backs, Derrick Henry and Leonard Fournette.
Yeah.
Come on, son.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Okay. I'm gonna go Randall Cobb.
What?
I like that pick.
He's
As
a
a
good.
receiver. Or
He was good in college. He
Hey,
was
I
good
like
in
that
the
pick.
NFL.
He was a good
What?
returner. He was a
Just
good returner. He
touch.
wasn't a good receiver.
You have the pick of the litter, and you're gonna
Clutch.
pick
I'm
Randall
owning
Cobb?
it. Glitch.
I like that
Clutch.
pick. For him at Kentucky, I mean,
All
I
right,
like
Mr.
that pick.
draft board.
He's not on my draft board. If I
Not-
knew that we were
Did he
doing
play
SEC
quarterback
draft,
at Kentucky?
he played quarterback, receiver, and running back all the same time.
Dude, imagine. Okay, listen to this though. Imagine Darren McFadden, Tim Tebow, Percy Harvin, Randall Cobb all on the same offense. Like, what are you gonna do? Like,
I know.
That's gonna be the
And
that's
that
gonna be
offense-
every
offense-
team.
and
Every
that
team's
offense-
gonna have that problem.
I mean, come on.
But
We're
Randall
picking the
Cobb-
best of the best.
Cobb
Every team's gonna
good.
have that.
Cobb is good.
Whatever. Go ahead, Sneed.
Just like think about it. I picked
we'll debate
AJ
at
Green.
the end.
I picked AJ
We'll
Green in
debate
the
at the
second pick, and
end.
you picked Randall Cobb.
All right. Don't even start. We'll debate at the end. Sneed, you go ahead.
We get 2 running backs.
Yep.
I know it's going to sound biased, but I kind of like this pick. I'm going to go ahead and take Felix off the
Felix
board.
Jones. Yeah.
I like Felix. Give me Felix Jones.
Over everybody in the SEC since 2000. Okay.
All right. My fifth pick. We're gonna pick up our second running back, and it is going to be Todd Gurley, running back, Georgia.
So we all three have running backs, but Justin needs one more, right?
Yes.
Pick Lattimore over Gurley. Okay.
I don't know why I did that. Honestly, that was dumb.
I'll go OBJ.
No. I'm gonna take Mark Ingram.
Good. I was like, is nobody going to take a Heisman winner off the board? Fair.
We have a few Heisman winners off the board.
No, but I didn't think anyone was
specifically Ingram. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, no one's going to take Ingram. It's
I see what
crazy.
you're saying.
All right, Snead.
I need 2 more receivers. Is that right?
Ask
One-
Justin.
You have.
Ash.
Yeah. You need 2 more receivers.
Give me. Has anybody taken Calvin Ridley?
No.
Give me Calvin Ridley.
Okay. So it's my last pick. I need one more wide receiver. This is actually the toughest pick. I don't know where I'm going to go here. I have one name in mind, but I'm not completely sold on him. Let's go with. Oh, I still have another name, and they're basically the same player. And you know what? Just because I have the hometown heart, I'm going to go Joe Adams.
So, yeah, I was thinking the same thing. And what's going to happen here is we're going to go back, and then people are going to roast us on Twitter for the guys we didn't pick.
Oh,
because I know there's somebody that we're not.
To do off the cuff.
I know. Well, I want to go with an Arkansas receiver as well. And I'm torn between 2 guys. And since I'm my last receiver, I'll say it out loud. I don't know if I want Kobe Hamilton or Marcus Monk. But I'm going to go with Marcus Monk just because I don't have a lot of players from the early 2000s. So I'm going to go Marcus Monk.
Who?
Marcus Monk.
Who?
What is this? What is this bit? What is this bit, Will?
Marcus and Monk and I had a beef on Twitter.
Oh, that's right.
He was amazing, man. He was amazing.
I'll just say I was torn between Joe Adams and Christian Kirk.
That's a good. Well, Christian Kirk's more recent. I don't know. I mean, there's just dominating receivers out there, but we'll discuss it later.
Yeah.
So Justin's sitting here.
I'm gonna go Terrence Edwards.
Hey, very nice. Way to make it quick. I don't know who the hell that is. No, I'm just kidding. I know who it is, but like, why are you doing
honestly,
that? Why are you going with Terrence Edwards?
That's not ringing a bell for me.
Why are you going with Terrence Edwards?
Stats, bro. Check the stats.
See, I told you he was on the internet.
No, I'm just saying check the stats. I just know he was good. I already know off the top of the dome. So
Nah, dude,
we're good.
Edwards was nothing. Well, that's cool. Good choice.
I don't have an Arkansas guy, right?
You have McFadden, you doof.
No, I do.
Oh,
I've
sorry.
got
Felix.
I've got Felix.
Get doof.
Give me. Oh, to hell with it. Go ahead and give me Greg Childs because I think he was maybe before he got hurt. He was maybe the best of the big 3.
Not bad. Not a bad pick. I like it.
Okay. I'm looking up right now. I'm like scrolling 2010s SEC wide receivers.
That's
like,
it. You're done.
I know. No. I'm done.
We're not done.
As you guys, yes, we are.
There we are.
No, I need a quarterback.
Well, you already picked
something.
You already picked 3 people. You already picked 6 people. So you don't get a quarterback. Sorry.
I picked 4 receivers.
You don't get a quarterback.
His toys and no one to throw the ball to. You should have picked Randall Cobb.
Wait a second. This is
you done up.
Do we want to go back through and redo this? Because
No,
You can't. We have our guy.
This is perfect. This is perfect.
Oh, buddy, Pete, you don't even have a quarterback. Who's gonna throw the ball? You gotta pick one of your 6.
No, dude, I don't.
Oh, Jay can sling it.
Oh, who do I have?
You have Julio, Derrick Henry, Alshon Jeffrey, Leonard Fournette, OBJ, Marcus Monk.
You have 4 wide
receivers. 3 receivers. Wait.
You have 4 wide receivers. You dumb.
No one told me this is the last round.
It's assumed. I knew it was my last round. Justin knew it was his last round. Will knew it was his last round.
No one said it out loud. My heart just dropped.
It's assumed. Yeah, this is round 6.
Well, let me drop my round 6 guy then.
Yes,
but
okay, I'll let you do that, but you have to pick a quarterback before the year 2000.
Oh, that sucks though, because
before the year 2000.
Yeah,
okay, easy. Peyton Manning, 1999.
can't be Peyton.
Yeah.
It can't be Peyton Manning. Are you
Peyton
serious?
wasn't even a Heisman winner, JJ.
What do you mean it can't be Peyton Manning? Why do I have to pick a quarterback before the year 2000? Because I already have. I was going to pick Joe Burrow because he can get into all my weapons.
Actually, you know what? You have to pick a quarterback before the year 1980.
I like
leaving
him without a quarterback.
You know what? You reap what you sow. You.
Because my team is the best, and you know it. That's why you're pissed.
Oh, you don't have a
I'm
quarterback.
not pissed. I'm
You
enjoying.
don't have a quarterback. How can it be the best?
Crickets.
This
Crickets.
is so dumb, dude.
Well, he lost.
It's fine. It's in the
Alshon
book.
Jeffrey's gonna be dropping back, throwing.
I would put
up.
OBJ. I would put OBJ. He can throw.
You know what? Yeah, there you go, Pete. OBJ's your quarterback. How does that feel? Mad. Oh, he's mad. He's throwing shit.
Crazy.
Okay.
Oh, that's fair, man.
All right, Justin. Let's go over the.
You said, wait. What about all the things you said? You go, hey, you can pick a quarterback before 2000. I picked a quarterback, Peyton Manning. You go, no. You can't use that
Honestly,
one.
I was just trying to find something to help you out, but like I really don't want to anymore. You're kind of.
Not even close to that. Oh my god, dude.
Holy
All right.
shit! That's gold. That is gold.
All right, so let's go over them.
Okay.
JJ has Johnny Manziel, Mike Evans, Marcus Lattimore, AJ Green, Todd Gurley, and Joe Adams.
That's a good squad.
Pete has Julio Jones, Derrick Henry, Alshon Jeffrey, Leonard Fournette, OBJ, and Marcus Monk.
Who was the QB there?
Yeah, who do you want? Who do you want at QB?
Yeah, Pete. You got to choose a quarterback out of that six.
We're gonna sign an undrafted free agent.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
We're gonna sign an undrafted free agent. His name is Joe Burrow.
No, you know what? Austin Carter Samuels is your.
I like. Okay. Yeah.
Still beats your team's ass.
It does not.
even close.
It absolutely does not.
Not even close.
I had Darren McFadden, Tim Tebow, Percy Harvin, Randall Cobb, Mark Ingram, and Terrence Edwards. And
My team beats your ass with Ben Hicks.
Nah,
I think either me or Will won.
hard to disagree. Will
Well,
had Cam Newton, Amari Cooper, Cadillac Williams, Felix Jones, Calvin Ridley, and Greg Childs.
I think my team wins.
I think JJ's team wins, honestly.
We will actually put this to a
But
Twitter
I
vote.
think
We will put
mine
this to a
is,
vote.
I really think mine should be up there. Y'all give me shit about Randall Cobb, but I feel like it was a good.
Well, Pete would kill for Randall Cobb at this point.
He would kill for Darren McFadden. I mean, could you imagine?
Exactly.
If he would have, instead of Justin taking that number 2 pick, if he would have taken that number 2 pick, Pete maybe
Number
win.
3, idiot.
Hey,
Don't be an
hey.
idiot. It's number 3 pick.
You had the number 2 pick. If
If you would have
you would've-
taken Darren with the
with
number
the
2
number
instead
2
of
pick.
Pete with number 3.
you
Oh,
might
yes.
have won.
But he's a dumb bitch, so.
Dude, you know my squad is the best. If it's not for that.
Quote unquote. This is a direct quote from Pete. I'm going to NFL GM this.
Julio.
He fails to pick a
Derrick
fucking
Henry,
quarterback.
Leonard
You
Fournette,
selected Marcus Monk instead of a
Alshon
quarterback.
Because I didn't know we were on the last round.
That's on you.
No,
That's
you're
not
the
our
first
fault.
pick. You're the
Should've had
first pick. You should have told me.
Should have had a big board.
Oh, dude, I hate
All right, we'll cut right there. I'm deep in the Chardonnay right now. I'm not gonna
No.
lie to you guys. Okay, so we're going to start. It's actually a decent field this week. Question number 1, Pete, have you ever been on live television before?
Yeah, I actually did a TV show when I was in college. UATV, I believe that you did that as well, JJ. The local.
I did that as well for 4 weeks, and they always told me to prep for each episode, and I never did, and I never knew what I was talking about. So imagine that.
Was it called the Sports Advantage?
Yes, that's exactly what it was.
So in like 2015, I started doing that because I was a journalism major, and someone asked me like, "You like sports? You want to go on air and do it?" I was like, "Sure, fine." And I don't remember, what draft this was, It was either like 2016 or 2017, and this is the one that Laremy Tunsil had the gas mask. What year was that?
That was 16.
Maybe 16, maybe 17. I remember I was still younger, but the guys that I was around that were doing the show were straight and narrow, and I was just kind of like a little bit different, kind of goofy. And so, Larry Tunsil does this like 10 minutes before the draft, and we're going on air. And I text my mom before this, and my grandma, and my grandpa, and I say, "Hey, I'm gonna be on air. We're doing this draft special. I dressed up as best as I've ever have in my whole entire life." And so we're on air, and this Larry Tunsil thing is going on, and then we're not talking about it because we're nervous. We're like, we're journalists. What are we supposed to do? Like, tell them that they're doing weed? So we're just trying to kind of avoid the topic, right? Because it's just UATV. It's really awkward. We're all really young. Like, what are we going to do? We're going to get in trouble, even though, 10 people are watching this. But so we finally get to, the 13th round. I think he gets drafted by the Dolphins. But right before he gets drafted, ESPN mentioned the gas mask. So our producer was like, okay, so you guys can go ahead and mention that he was doing the marijuanas. And so the guy that was directing the show or hosting the show, Andrew, still a good friend of mine today, he goes, okay, so we have word that the reason – because Laremy Tunsil was supposed to be the number 1 overall pick.
No, he wasn't supposed to be 1, but he was supposed to be a top 10.
He was supposed to be 1. He was supposed to be the number 1 overall pick.
I don't remember that way.
Top 3 at least. Why was he dropping? And so even though 10 people were watching the show, we're like, we have to mention this. So he goes, so we just got news. My producer just told me that the reason Laremy Tunsil is dropping is because there's a video of him circulating with him in a marijuana mask. And right now we're going to go to the only person on set that knows what that is, Peter Roulier. And I went,
go, Pete, go!
And I didn't know it was coming. And I just sat there and I was shocked. And I was going, yeah, so a gas mask is basically, and just my heart was going, boop, boop, boop. Because I know my grandparents are watching, they know that he's through that.
Which ironically is how it feels when you smoke weed, for the first time. Your heart is going boom, boom, boom.
Presumably, I've never felt that before, but he's let's go with the expert, Peter Roulier. And I was sitting there going, so Laremy Tunsil dropped the draft. A gas mask is where you basically are hotboxing. And he's like, what's hotboxing, Pete? And dude, it was awful. It was the worst day of my life. But yeah, I did do UATV. I did it for actually 2 years. I learned a lot from it, honestly, and you get to be comfortable a little bit on air and have fun with it. But not a great experience. But I can't imagine that JJ was on UATV with my buddy. Who were you on with?
I don't even know. Brandon Boatwright.
Oh, a couple weirdos probably.
Yeah, not. I mean, I was actually straight and narrow on live television. Believe it or not.
Nicely done, man. That's a good question.
Brandon Boatwright, if you're listening, no offense to you. You're not.
No, Brandon's great. He's probably not watching this one.
Was it Seth Campbell?
I don't know. I've drank since then a couple times.
Yeah. All right, continue.
Okay, next question. What are you most excited to see out of Arkansas sports this year? And that could be any sport. What are you most excited about? We'll say the next 365. Pete.
I'm most excited about. I really was kind of excited about the Arkansas Notre Dame game, but who knows if that's going to happen? So I'm just going to say I'm most excited about Arkansas basketball, just in general, in next year, or maybe the year after that. It depends on what happens. But when you got 4 stars coming in and you don't know what's going to happen, that breeds excitement because you're thinking, what's Moses Moody? What's KK Robinson? What's Jalen Williams? What are these guys going to end up doing as freshmen? They could be incredible. And then you think about the grad transfers they pulled in, and then Connor Vanover coming back. There's so much excitement surrounding Razorback basketball right now. I think that's got to be what I'm most excited about. Even though I know Arkansas baseball is going to be very good. It's just that's kind of to be expected. Arkansas basketball has been kind of middling for a while, and I think that they're going to take a next step forward next year.
Yeah, I can see that. Will, go ahead.
I'm going to – so, I mean, I don't want to keep piling on to what everybody else was saying. I mean, if you don't answer Arkansas basketball, you're stupid. I mean, because that's obviously the easiest thing. But The Notre Dame athletic director came out and said the same thing that Yurchek said the other day. So
that'd be awesome. That'd be great.
So
awesome.
I would be shocked if we don't get an Arkansas Notre Dame game this year. Like, regardless of whether or not
don't be shocked
playing together. Okay, that's fair, but you get what I'm trying to say.
Here's the thing: is I think we'll play, but I don't think we'll be able to go and like actually enter Notre Dame Stadium, whatever it's called, St. Mary's Cathedral, whatever it's. I don't know.
I understand what you're saying though, because I mean I picked the same thing, but it's hard to think 3 years in advance, and that's what he was asking, right?
He was asking the next year, I thought.
Did he say 3 years or year?
Year.
Oh, yeah. Well, then basketball, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I took it. First round draft pick. Sorry, Steve.
Yeah. Okay. So I wouldn't have gone with basketball, and I wouldn't have gone with football. So if that tells you where my head's at, then there you go. It's always baseball. It will always be baseball. I am always most excited for like February 13th when that day rolls around and we start playing baseball again. There's no better day in the world except for the first 2 days in the NCAA tournament. So if you want to say like Arkansas in the NCAA tournament, fine. I could be convinced to make that number one, but no, it's always going to be Arkansas baseball. We kick ass at it. We always will kick ass at it. There's nothing better. So that's my answer.
Those back-to-back titles, baby.
Yeah,
well, that's your best chance to win a championship. So obviously that's a it's a good answer.
Yeah.
Safe though. Safe.
All right, so we're going to talk about this one real quick. What is the story behind the Omaha police? So there is a story. I'm going to make this condensed as possible. Will was there for this.
Remember you used to run the Barstool Arkansas account.
Oh, yeah, people forget that. I don't know if you know this, but I'm actually pretty famous.
It's not where I was going.
So, the beef with Barstool Arkansas and Omaha police. So this was this is the first of the back-to-backs the past 3 years going to Omaha. And Will was there, and we had 2 or 3 other buddies there. And this was directly after the drop pop fly. So, like, spirits were broken. Like, we were not okay. And we were like, it was, Will.
No, it was not. It was actually after game 1.
No, it wasn't.
Correctly.
It wasn't.
Okay.
Because after game 1, we...
Oh, you know what? No, you're right. Actually,
yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, it was after the drop pop fly. So we broken spirits. We stumbled because game 1 we went to the Irish pub.
That's right.
Yep.
You're right.
So we went to a different bar night 2. We were very sad. We were trying to get into this bar. It was kind of a new bar district, and my ID at the time, it still is. It's more so now. But at the time, it was just kind of like frayed at the bottom with the laminate. So like it was fine. But I give it to
your ID.
Yeah, what did I say?
I don't even know if you mentioned your ID.
Oh yeah, my ID was frayed. So I give it to the bouncer. He's like, "This is fake, man." I'm like, "No, it's not." He's like, "Yeah, no, it is. It's fraying at the bottom with the laminates going up." I said, "That doesn't matter. Like, it's my ID. Like, this is my actual ID." He was like, "Nah, man, this is fake." And I literally was like, "Dude, like, I'm wearing an Arkansas shirt. We just went to an Arkansas baseball game. I have an Arkansas ID. Why would I fake an ID about this team that I'm representing, where I went to college, like where I'm from? Like, why would I fake that?" And he was like, "I don't know, man. This is fake. Yeah, do you want me to go take it to the policeman outside?" And I was like, "Yeah, can go take it outside. Please go give this to the policeman standing outside." And that's exactly what he does. And so there's 5 of us just kind of like sitting on this curb waiting for this cop to phone in my ID. And I was like, "Man, we're driving home tomorrow. We gotta go. Like, I need my ID. Like, we're going home tomorrow, and I will need my ID to do that." He was like, "Well, we gotta call this in first." So the policeman, Will, what was it, like 15 minutes?
It took a while because I remember I had another. So I'm originally from Missouri. Our other friend is from the same town as I'm from, and then we had a friend with us from Texas, and we all have very similar looking IDs. I don't know if they're made by the same company or how it works.
All born in like the same like year or two.
Right. And so JJ's is the only one that has a different ID that looks different from us, and he's like kind of the oldest in the group at this point, even though it's
Just
like
be
only
clear,
by a year.
Just to be clear, they're all legal, right?
They're all legal. Yes, we were all
legal. But I can just remember sitting there being like talking with them, being like, "Oh my God, what if JJ is actually like 17?"
I
That
just
was
lied to
very
you all
much
the
not
years
true.
and years.
Asshole, man.
But no, so he gives my ID to this Omaha policeman, and his cop calls it into the station, and it takes 15, 20 minutes. And I'm just like, guy, like, please just give me my, like, we're not even going to drink here anymore. Like, this is so f***ed up. Like, please just give me my ID back. He's like, nope, he's got to call it in. So this cop is like, takes forever to do this. And he comes back, and he's like, yep, came back clean. This is your ID. And I said, no shit, it's my ID. So I take it from him. The bouncer says, hey, guys, sorry about that. Like, you guys want a free round on us? And we all turn around and just say, F you. And then we just go back to our Airbnb. So that's what, honestly, it's probably more of a beef with that bar. But, like, the Omaha police just got twisted up in it. And that's the story on how my beef with the Omaha police developed.
It's a great rivalry.
And it will continue to be so. I will always go after their throat. On Twitter, not in real life. I want to clarify that.
The thing is, of course we respect the blue, but that rivalry is hilarious. The Twitter account is what it really is.
Yeah,
it's just all fake.
Yeah. Let's go with how do you think a Razorback would fare in a fight against other mascots?
Depends on.
Oh, yeah, you got first.
It depends on what mascot we're talking about. I mean, if we're talking about like a full on like a tiger, like any tiger, I'm sorry, but I mean, a Razorback's not going to beat a tiger. Not a Razorback might actually beat a gator because hogs live in swamps.
I could see that.
But just about any other, like, you've got your man-made mascots, you got your birds and shit like that. I mean, a Razorback against a longhorn steer or like a red raider or a horned frog? Come on, give me the Razorback.
Yeah.
Here's my thing about the Razorback is it's not great one-on-one. But if you think about the history of it, they bring a lot of diseases. So really, they probably messed up more people. It's a long game, so they probably messed up more mascots than you can even think of just because of the diseases they bring. But one-on-one, I'd say it's probably about 50-50 for, unless you're a tiger, which you're a basic, don't ever be a tiger, or like a lion or something like that. Of course, you're going to win that game, but you're just also not thinking outside the box. I'd say it's about 50-50 on the Razorbacks. It just depends on who they're up against one-on-one.
So I'll break this down to just SEC because, like, I don't know, but
Mike Leach shit.
Yeah, so Razorback's going to beat any dog. So Mississippi State, Georgia, Texas A&M, those are out. It's going to be the Gator, so Florida's out. It's going to be the Gamecock.
The Gator's going to beat a
Hogs swamps, Pete.
Yeah, no.
Who cares?
Dude, hogs are nasty, dude. Hogs are nasty.
Yeah, I think a gator would get a hog.
Yeah, no, I don't think so at all. I really don't.
Okay, whatever.
This is our second animal debate. Are you ready for this?
I'm not going to start.
A gator.
I was on the other side last time.
A gator is not mobile enough to like run around and like attack a hog. A hog is fast enough and strong enough to, again, word of the podcast, impale with his tusk the gator.
I'll send y'all some footage later.
Yeah, do that, Will. So it's gonna
be. A duck is dangerous. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna get into it.
You don't want that smoke. You don't want that fucking smoke, Pete.
All right, go ahead.
Hog's gonna beat the Gamecock pretty easily.
Yes, I agree.
All right.
So
what we're left with is LSU, Missouri. It's gonna beat the shit out of Tennessee's dog. So that knocks out.
Yeah, that dog.
What about a guy with a gun? Because that's a volunteer.
Old Yeller.
Ooh, that's a good question. The guy with the gun obviously would beat a hog.
Yeah.
Probably.
So it depends on where you stand on that. So we have the Tigers, and that's about it, right? Am I missing something? A Wildcat? I don't know.
That's kind of a Wildcat. There's a bunch of different wild.
I'd say hog over Wildcat.
Okay, so I think at least in the SEC we just have Tigers over hogs.
Yeah, well, a bobcat is
the elephant, the Crimson Tide.
Oh, I forgot about the elephant.
Elephant
wins there.
But over the color red, the hog wins.
I mean, yeah,
it's the color red.
I don't know. You may be able to. No, I don't know.
That's a
That point.
Did that just blow
Before
your
I
mind?
started talking, that point was going nowhere.
Did that just blow your mind?
No,
Okay.
you didn't. I blew my own mind. I started to like make a counter argument, and then like once I got 4 words into it,
No,
I was like,
blew
I don't know where I'm gonna go with that one.
exactly that blew your mind. Sorry.
Sure, Pete. You blew my mind. We'll just end it with this one. Unlimited money. You can go anywhere in the world. We're in quarantine, but pretend we're not. Where would you go?
Right now, I'm thinking beach. I'm thinking like Greece. Great meat on a stick right now, and sitting outside watching beautiful white water, listening to Zach Brown Band. That's my ideal spot right now.
Zach Brown Band and Greece is a mood.
That sounds great, doesn't it?
That's interesting. I don't know if I'd like that. That's just two different vibes.
No, it's a hell of a combo.
Maybe. Will?
A lot like Pete.
Too.
A lot like Pete.
A
lot like Pete. I'm a Cancer. Not that I don't know that Pete is a Cancer. I'm a Cancer.
Call me a Cancer, man.
You guys are both Cancers.
Not like Pete. I'm a Cancer. I hate that. I hated that sentence.
So I'm a water sign. I like being near water. I don't actually study this stuff. I just know that I'm a water sign, and I know that I like water.
Love water.
If I had unlimited money, like going to a beach here seems insane. I don't know. Take me to Sicily.
Yeah. That's in the same ballpark as Greece, I feel like.
Yeah, I feel like too. But
very close. Very close.
JJ's Dixon.
Yeah. I mean, that would be so nice. That'd be great right now.
But no, actually, I think probably Australia is where I'd go, but like obviously not like the inner part of it, just like the coast.
Yeah, I love
probably
Australia.
there. If not Australia, I would want to go to Scotland because I want to golf St. Andrews. It's on my bucket list. I need to do that.
That's a good one.
So I would go like either Australia/Ireland or Scotland/ Ireland or Australia.
I'll be your bloody. Is that Scottish or English? Lee.
I want a pole on my noggin. I want to be touched, I want to sing like this forever. Until we'll be such out of pee. And that's the end of the show.
That's the episode, guys. Good episode. Good
Great
episode, lads. Nicely done, lads.
Episode 6 next week, my lads. Come on, bruv.
Come on, bruv.
Blah, blah,